During this adventure-filled 2-week global event, you'll be dazzled and delighted as you learn from and gain inspiration from others' experiences with data integration. Step right up and get inspired by the FME community through networking opportunities, inspiring sessions, and endless fun and games. Our grand plenary shows will take place on the main stage, so grab your popcorn and a seat in the theater. You won't want to miss these special feature films. On the right panel of the theater, you can use this Q&A role feature to ask any questions you may have for our on-screen FME experts to answer at the end of the show. You can view all sessions taking place at the event alongside all features at the carnival, which we'll go through in this toolbar menu. For many of the sessions, you can watch them on demand and join a live Q&A room by clicking a link to the left of the video player. We know there are a lot of rides and attractions to check out at the fair. You can find your personal schedule that includes all sessions you've added from the agenda to your personal schedule and any meetings you've scheduled all in one place, so you know which area of the fairground you've planned to visit next. Make sure to visit the Partner Pavilions tent during your time at the World Fair. From here, you can explore our co-hosting partners' resources and connect with representatives from each of our co-hosting partners. Check out our sponsors page to learn more about our sponsors and to book meetings with sponsor representatives directly. Don't forget to stop by the photo booth and snap a pic to upload to social using the FME World Fair hashtag for a chance to win more swag. Check out what other people are up to during the carnival on the Social Connect page. Have a question about FME? Stroll by the FME Doctors tent to book a meeting with one of our FME doctors to get any of those questions bandaged up with the answers and advice you're looking for. Step right up and join in on the fun and arcade games throughout the World Fair. Compete with the other attendees to achieve the highest scores by completing different activities during the fair, like completing the escape room challenge or visiting partner pavilions. The top scores will win you exclusive swag prizes. You can find the full list of ways to earn points by visiting this arcade room. Now, introducing your ringmasters for this year's World Fair, Don Murray and Dale Lutz.
Well, welcome everyone to the 2021 FME World Fair.
Yeah, we're really excited. The team at SAFE has been hard at work with our partners and our sponsors to bring you a data extravaganza.
Yes, normally we would be getting on airplanes fanning out across the world, doing as many as 75 one-day shows all over, but we can't be doing that this year. So this is the next best and maybe even the best thing that we can ever be doing. My name is Dale Lutz. I'm one of the two co-founders of SAFE Software.
Yeah, and I'm Don Murray, and we're excited to bring you the World's Fair introduction this morning. Uh-oh. Okay, so first we're going to start with a poll. What's your favorite fair food?
Yes, so we just want to get in the spirit of a fair, and so we're going to take a look at that. I think maybe there's going to be another poll in a minute or two coming up as well. Wow, those results come pouring in. Wow, there's lots of, Don, what would be your favorite fair food?
I like those mini donuts. The mini donuts, I have to admit, yeah, you can eat a couple bags of those. Yeah. How about you?
I'd probably go for the deep fried Mars bar with bacon and maple syrup.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So should we move to the next slide, or how much long time do we want to spend on?
Wow, lots. Yeah, I think, Don, actually, we skipped one slide, so you might want to go backwards in the deck.
Interesting. Okay.
Try going back.
Oh, there you go. That's better. That makes more sense. Yeah. So where are you joining us from as we kick off the World Fair?
Yes, we have thousands, literally thousands of people tuned in. And so we're really curious where you're coming to us from.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see the results pouring by.
Yeah.
Truly worldwide.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what's the #1 country? I can't see.
Oh.
No, Brazil. Look at that. Yeah, there's from the Netherlands. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Pretty much. I think the only continent not represented might be Antarctica, Don. I don't think we got anybody tuning in from.
So we don't have the Antarctic survey on right now.
No, no.
Okay. So so the next one is, where are you in your FME journey? Are you a newbie? Are you here to learn about FME? Are you an experienced user? So yeah, so share that with us next.
So over these next days, there's a variety of sessions that are going to be exploring how our product is used to solve data problems in a wide range of situations. And so if you're not too familiar with FME, you're going to learn how it's being applied all over the place. You're going to see us giving demos into how to use it in different situations. And overall, you're in for a treat that I think will help you be more productive in your job, however you use FME or would use FME in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just tons of user stories in multiple languages, which is really, really exciting. So next slide, Dale, you think?
Yeah, I'll just mention, it looks like 2% of you have never used FME. So thanks so much for spending some time with us. We hope that you're going to learn the possibilities, and hopefully we'll convince you that it is a useful tool to have in your tool bag. And 11% say that you're new. And so thanks so much also for joining into the club, so to speak, and walking with us as we try to help you learn more and be more able to use FME to solve all your data troubles.
Yeah, no, sounds good. So yeah, so today's attraction. So we're going to start off with an introduction. For those new to FME or who have not used FME, we're going to just start with a high level view of what is FME. And then we're going to run through on how you can get the most out of the FME World's Fair. So some of the agenda highlights, the schedule, how you can build your schedule. We'll talk about the community, and then, you know, the fun escape room. And yeah, and then of course, looking at thanking our sponsors and partners. And there's so many partner co-hosts around the world. So we're really excited about that. And then of course, we'll talk about the next presentation with a special guest speaker.
Yes.
So, okay, the World's Fair.
Yeah, this is almost like voting for Pedro will make all your data dreams come true. So anyway, we're excited that you've decided to join us for the next few days, and hope that you have as much fun exploring what can be done with data as we've had putting it together.
Yeah, yeah. And the SAFE team and our partners are online too. So there's lots of opportunity to reach out and talk with people. So, and just engage with us as we help you through your, you know, getting the most out of your data.
Yes, there's lots of problems that can happen with data. As we like to say at SAFE, nobody knows the trouble we've seen. And we really think that FME is a great tool to help you get around those problems, to make those problems into really fun problems to be solved, and make yourself more productive as you work with the data that you get thrown at you.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And again, the key thing there is lots of user stories that show how users are using the whole FME platform to bring their organization and maximize the value of data. So yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun at SAFE. We have a lot of fun building, you know, tools that help you get value from data. So, yeah.
At a very high level, what we provide is a set of tools that let you connect to data wherever it is. And we mean wherever. There's a wide range of formats, ranging from scary scientific raster formats all the way to the ever popular shapefile, all the way to CSV and Excel. So we connect all kinds of things.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really the first part when you use FME. So looking at this slide, this is also how you use FME. The first thing is you connect to where you want to read the data from, and also where you want to push the data to. And then the next part is FME has an amazing library of transformation capabilities. So you can do many popular things like even QA, QC. We have many organizations using FME to, you know, ensure that the quality of the data is fit to support their decision-making process. And it doesn't matter what kind of data, we can work with that. And last but not least is this whole idea of automating it. You know, you spent time building this workflow. Now you want to automate it so it automatically runs when data arrives or when something happens in the system that's connected. And so we'll talk about that as well. So, you know, for sure, the entire data journey, everything you need from data is in the FME platform.
Right. And so how do you actually make use of all this stuff? There are a few parts to what we offer. The journey starts on the desktop. We have that running on Windows, of course, Mac, and even Linux. And you use our tool called FME Workbench to design the workflow, create the rules that govern the transformation of the data from where it is to where you want it to be. And maybe you just run that interactively once, doing ad hoc kinds of work, or maybe you set up a configuration so it can be run over and over again on the next piece.
Yeah, that's right. And then you can publish it to FME server. And that's where you can automate, connect these workflows that you've built within desktop, run things in parallel, engage servers either on-premise or many different cloud platforms. And just now you can talk about connecting applications together to do things in real time. There's also data streaming. Whatever data needs you have, FME server combined with the work you did on desktop can make it happen. And FME Cloud is simply a hosted FME server. So everything that you have an FME server, now with our FME Cloud platform, is hosted for you. So literally the power of FME is a few mouse clicks away.
That's right, pay by the hour. And then lastly, we have a couple of mobile apps that kind of augment or supplement everything else we're offering. We have an FME augmented reality, FME AR, which is available on iOS and sneak peek Android coming along. And we'll have some announcements about that during the next few days. So that lets you enrich the world that you're living in by taking advantage of the data stores you've got and transforming it into an immersive experience. Don't just visualize your data, experience it, we like to say. And lastly, we have something called FME Data Express, which connects to FME server and allows your mobile app to get access to all those transformations that you've set up elsewhere.
Perfect, yeah. And yeah, so now the next thing we're going to talk about is how to get the most out of the FME World Fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, a lot of sessions. That's always the challenge of a virtual event like this, is sorting through what you want to see. And because lots of them are asynchronous, you can put together your own program. It's going to be a delight, and you're going to have a lot of fun learning a whole bunch from all of our partners and customers.
Absolutely, yeah. And yeah, so today, day one, May the 4th be with you day. The first thing we're doing is after this there's the International Exhibition of FME, where we're going to hear an exciting guest speaker. And then, of course, we have the doctor's office. Part of this whole fair is giving you opportunities to reach out to SAFE and reach out to our partners. And so lots of opportunity like that. And then birds of a feather coffee chats. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and of course, there's a variety of user presentations, and many of them at certain times will have the presenter there behind the scenes to answer your questions live as the presentation's going on, or have a discussion afterwards. So you will want to. There is an advantage to doing them in the correct time slot. Otherwise, if you can't fit them all in, you can always watch them later on. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And last but not least, today is the Lizard Lair sideshow, not slideshow, sideshow. And it'll show you how to become a ringmaster of FME's future. So I'm excited about that one.
I think this is where ideas get pitched and the audience votes them up or down. And so it's going to be pretty exciting. One of the key things that we hope as part of this is that it's a two-directional communication. So of course, we're presenting a whole bunch of content that you can take advantage of and learn from, but we also want to hear back from you. And that's what these birds of a feather and the doctor's office and the lizard lair and other opportunities are, to make this interactive, which is one thing that we deeply miss out from not being there in person with you.
Absolutely, yeah. And then day two, we're going to begin with the birds of a feather coffee chats. So again, another opportunity. After you've seen day one and you have some questions, please do come by. And then we're going to do some tips and tricks from the International Exhibition of FME, followed by a magic show. In which go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, Don, I think, aren't you part of the magic show?
I am. I'm excited. Yeah, Zipster's going to show us how to push FME to the limits, and so that one is a ton of fun for sure.
Yeah, and of course,
again, the highlight of the conference, of course, is always the user's presentation. So look online, and no matter what language you speak, pretty much you're going to find presentations in your native language. Yeah.
You know, I was momentarily there. I thought I saw Doctor Who's office, which would be pretty exciting. But the Who is on the line below. We don't have Doctor Who here, but we do have his office, or at least an office, where you can come and book appointments and check in with us. And lastly, it looks like we're going to be running that game show. There was a webinar done where we had 4 contestants go head to head, and Hans Vandermaal, maybe tuning in, one of our partners longtime partner and friend from the Netherlands, was the data extraordinaire a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, and we're doing it again. So that's a game show where you can ask a friend, ask a safer, and that should be quite an interesting thing. And maybe you'll pick up some FME knowledge by watching that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And May the 6th, again, start your day off with a nice coffee chat. And then
Ooh.
Dale and I, one of the things we always love talking about is sharing, the crystal ball of FME futures, what does the road ahead look like for FME? And so that one's always a lot of fun.
Yes. And then, of course, we have the usual doctor's office and presentations and the World Fair Magic Show. I think that there's a variety of things in there, but one of them involves, I think, augmented reality. I might be wrong on that, but I think that's worth tuning into. And then we begin with some of our partners from other time zones, kicking off with presentations in the evening in Vancouver, but maybe at a better time wherever you are.
That's right. Absolutely. And then, of course, May 7th is sessions from partners, as well as May 10th to 14th. And then Dale and I do a presentation on the 14th, which is just to close out and summarize some of the themes that have appeared during the whole exhibition. And yeah, so lots going on, and really to get the maximum value, really check out the agenda and pick the talks that you would like to see. And don't forget to visit the partner pavilion as well.
It's quite a nice virtual place. I actually was playing with this, and it does a good job of even adding these sessions into your own Google Calendar if that's where you're set up. So yeah, you'll definitely want to be trying that out.
That's right. And that's in the hub, of course. You'll see it on the left-hand side. Really, really intuitive on how to build your own schedule. Yeah. And book a meeting. So you can book a meeting with a SAFER. So we have the doctor's office, but we also have one-on-one meetings. So you can book a meeting with, a co-host, a SAFER, fellow fairgoer, whoever you'd like to have a one-on meeting with. And the great thing is about it being virtual is that if we're not able to meet during the fair, because let's say, everybody wants to meet with the evangelist, then we can do those meetings after the fair. So that's the great thing about us being virtual. So and so good.
Yeah.
And the community, don't forget to check out the community tab. The community truly is one of the great things that we're really blessed with at SAFE, isn't it, Dale?
Yes, it totally is. It's I always am so amazed at the amazing, wonderful people that come to our events, that use our products, that are just so eager to share what they know and help each other. It's a wonderful, wonderful group. So do get to know a new person. As Jack Dangermond would say at an Esri event, try to meet one new person. We hope that you'll do that in the virtual way in this event as well.
Yeah. And then, join the community, and you can engage with these people around the full year. So, yeah. So, and then this one's fun. Ooh, I've never actually done a real escape room.
Neither have I, and I don't really want to, but I think that this is actually, there's a lot of clever things in there. I know Dimitri and others did a very thorough job. I think, Don, do you know that funny little thing that you and I recorded? Is that part of the escape room? I think it might be.
I believe it is. And the thing about this escape room is everything is done with FME. So there's sure to be blogs and webinars where Dimitri shares, and the folks who built all this entire thing, on how they did this all with FME. So so it's really a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what goes on in there. So head on in there. The good news is you can always just close the window that's hosting it, and you can get out.
If you get stressed out and you're, oh no, I can't get out, just close your laptop lid or turn your computer off or whatever you need to do, and it'll just disappear and you'll be fine. Yeah. So and swag. Yeah, no FME event is complete without lots of swag. You can check out look at those stuffies. There's a Zipster stuffy and a lizard stuffy. So what's your favorite, Dale?
Wow, I am always a fan of the socks, and it looks like we've really gone all out with the socks this time around.
All out with those socks, yeah. And the other thing is there's a comic book there, and playing cards, because you can't, because it is a fair thing. So so lots of fun. So for you to win swag. And the nice thing is we don't even know how many swag prizes we're going to give out. It depends how many people take part. So don't worry, just have fun with it. And
Don, I wonder, I don't know if it is, but is that a puzzle on our left? I have no
idea. That looks like a map of the World Fair. I think it's like about 20 feet by 10 feet, just for you to put on your wall.
Or it's a carpet. Maybe it's a carpet.
Actually, I think it's a blanket, maybe a towel.
Is it?
Towel, maybe.
I don't know what it is.
I think it's a beach towel. I think it's a beach towel. Yeah.
It looks fantastic. I want one, whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Christmas is coming, Dale. Christmas is coming. You just never know, yeah. And then, of course, share your experiences on social, please. Whether that be Instagram or Twitter, to share the talks you really like, because of course everything's recorded. So if other people, and then other people during the week, when they see how much fun you're having and how much you're learning about data, they're going to want to join. So yeah. And of course, that also gives you a chance if you tag with those two hashtags, but it has to have those two hashtags. If you use, slash I love XML, I pushed for it, but it won't get in there. So it has to be pound FME World Fair or pound FME Enjoy the Ride. Then you could win a swag prize pack. And I think you get it all.
Wow. Wow. That'd be a good.
I think you can just keep tweeting. I don't think you have to just only do it once. So there you go. But I'm making that up. I don't know.
We don't know.
Social person banging their head. I know that. So, yeah. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead, Dale. Yeah.
Well, I just want to say we are so thankful for all the organizations that came along and were game to sponsor this event and be part of it. Of course, our longtime partners at AWS, where we've used it a lot, like enormously within SAFE, but of course FME Cloud hosted there as well, and of course CityWorks. We've had a partnership with them for an extremely long time. Don, you want to address the other two?
Yeah, and Esri, we've had an amazing partnership with our friends at Esri. Working very closely with them, making sure that FME supports their latest technology so that it's easy for, Esri users to move data in and out of their tool. Really a great complementary story. And last but certainly not least is Snowflake. Snowflake is a cloud first. Well, they built using cloud technology, so cloud only database. And they've recently added geospatial capabilities to that. So we're really thankful for our friends at Snowflake for sponsoring us as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So be sure to check them out throughout the fair. On the partner side, we're very thankful for some of our partners coming alongside and sponsoring as well. Down under, well, not quite down under, I guess in New Zealand, our friends at Abley, longtime partners of ours. Thank you so much.
Yeah. We have IMGS from Ireland. So again, thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, iOpen from just down the road here in Abbotsford, British Columbia. Thanks so much, iOpen, for coming alongside.
Yeah, and Modern Geosystems, thank you so much for sponsoring us. Yeah.
Yeah. And lastly, Spatial DNA. So great group as well for you to check out, along with any of the other partners that will be in the audience in the next few days. But thanks so much, those of you that have sponsored.
Yeah, absolutely. And here are our partner co-hosts. So you can go to the partner tent. And then you can see these are all the partners who are co-hosting with us from around the world in multiple languages. And so thank you so much for taking part in this and making this truly the only worldwide, enterprise spatial conference. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And with that, we just want to thank everybody for joining us, and it's sure to be an exciting 2 weeks.
Yes, thanks so much for being part of the journey, for all your support, for joining us more recently. If you're new, if you've been with us a long time, thanks for your support over all this time. Sit back, relax, interact, and enjoy the show.
Yeah, have fun. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.